جبت الدودة ما ردد. قلت خل العب لي ربع ساعة نص ساعة واروح اكمل القراية.
ايه بس لعبت له لا.
هسه قال لي شيء ما سويت 5 دقائق.
انت يلا انت اصلا ما فاتح ردد، قوم ابدي.
ها؟
بعدك انت ما فاتح ردد.
لا فاتح.
متأكد؟
ايه
هي من وين بينه؟
ما ادري.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
I'm going to memorize your name.
I'm thinking of moving up
and
to a
throw my head
45.
away.
I want to put him down to 1 round.
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Heaven!
You got a stakeout down on
المفروض اكمل مرحلة واطلع.
ايش تقول؟
المفروض اكمل المرحلة واروح للجيم وراها.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
You can drive.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K responding. Go ahead with the further. Detective Phelps, LAPD. What's going on here?
This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons inside.
I'm a reporter, you idiot. I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
Parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Say, how about an exclusive when you bring him back?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
A red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
LAPD, sir. Can I have a word?
Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
شنو السيارة؟
He's not getting away that easily.
كان ايش فيه؟
لا السيارة اللي لقيتها شقاقية.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Hands behind your head!
This is harassment. Understand? My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
You're behind the wheel.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski,
Phelps, back again.
we're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that. The waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Find out what's going on from the
Well
bulls and
maintained,
homicide. I'll
custom
look around.
case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Another day, another dollar.
What's that click? Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet. He kept his stash close at hand.
يلا يا حي راح اروح كافي.
هلا
هلا.
We should follow up on the musician angle. We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation? Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply. These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, man.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Another day, another dollar.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Excuse me. I've got to sort through some unclaimed item. Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Continue to respond, please. Officer needs help, 103 and B.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
What now?
Mickey has been questioned 1,000 times. See if you can do any better.
LAPD.
Gentlemen,
We have some questions
Messrs.
regarding...
Brennan and
How's it hanging?
Salvador.
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eager Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
This is the crate we recovered. $500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
They'll never find out.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up.
Memorize your...
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify. Code 3. All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 166 Adam reports the suspect is on.
Find a way up there and stop that.
Can't make this stop.
All units, officer down at 1384. You're covered, Phelps. Ambulance is en route. Repeating, all units. Officers still need help on Bronson. Approach with extreme caution.
You're clear, go!
LAPD, drop the gun now!
الو
هلو احمد.
هذا عزيزي. شنو
والله قاعدين نلعب وانت قاعد بالجامعة فاتح ويا الموبايل.
والله قاعد بالجامعة ما عندي محاضرات.
لازم تسوي.
والله صافن بالدنيا.
Phone number and restaurant.
لو شيرت وين كان سويت؟
اقدر افتح.
لا انا اسوي لك. شوف المكان.
طبعا الصوت ما شفت.
افتحنا والله. كأنك لك ادري انا قاعد تلفات الدنيا. ماكو اشاره ترى قوم حصلها. لك يا مال ستوري
تعال شرف لي بعد ما ارضى يشتغل له لا.
اي ما جيت
It's one of the BARs.
اي فتح ولك شنو هالسيره
M19
اي اي صحيح.
That guy. See who looks healthy? He's one of the guys from the show.
هاي اللعبه امتى نزلت 2010 2000 قبل 2000
11
وايد.
تخيل بعد ما خاتمها صار ليش قد العبها.
يا اخي راح تخليني اخذ فايت.
ها
راح تخليني اخذ فايت.
ليش اسم
بس حتى العب ضحكوا علينا بالجدول والله عندكم شو يسمونه اسبوعين حطوا لنا الاستاذ وما ادري شنو قالوا على اساس اكو محاضره جينا وماكو محاضره.
اطلع قول لهم بعد ما
هذا البور اللي كنا يا بس اطلع على ما وصل البيت يمكن ساعه ونص.
Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
اروح البيت لو رجعت تبدي المحاضره الثانيه. حتى ما لحق اوصل اوصل للباب وافتر وارجع.
Who's shooting you, Felix? The dead guy on the roof was Mickey Cohen.
صاحبنا كل ما يجي بالسياره اليوم ما يجي بالسياره ولا كان اخذناه وقت الطوال.
هو تحتاجون سياره يطلعون راسهم تفترون.
لا تحقق ما شايف مكان الجامعه.
انت الادرس
كل شيء ماكو يمك
بعيده كلش.
اي
Courtney Sheldon?
اي عادي شوي لا قدم معمار يعني قدم طلع له مدري قدم موازي.
اي مقدم موازي بقى يطلع لي.
حلو قدم موازي معمار
بعد ان شاء الله يطلع لي.
يسولف لي هو حب السؤال. صاحبي يقول لك يسوي جاي المعمار.
شنو؟
صاحبي يقول لك شو يسوي جاي المعمار ينقص طلق
والله اريد ارسم.
يريد يرسم يرسم لا اجيب اثنين جميله والميكانيك كان ظالم. انا وديت بس واحده
عمي هو شنو المدني هو اسمه خلفه
لو ما احنا ما يسوون شيء المدني.
عاد عملية الجامعة صاخبة؟ لا مو بقولك شيء عادي.
أنا قاعد برا القسم يعني مو قاعد بالشارع. فهو صار.
اوكي ابغى ابدا اخذ قاعة.
لا
Never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
لازم بال10:15 اطلع انا للجيم بس خليك من المرحلة عود اضمن. يابا وين تركض؟
ولا جي تي اي السيارة.
لك يا جي تي بس عالم كيف حلو. عالم اللعبة شدياقي تحسها مافيا.
قريبة من مافيا لا شوي.
العالم ماله قريب من
حق بغيت حق ايش قد 90
47
1900 وش قد
47
اوه الحرب العالمية.
ايه بيحكون على الحرب العالمية ضد فيتنام اليابان.
Do I have any choice? No. You don't. Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
شنو قالوا بعد ما جاي قالوا نايمين.
ايه حسن دي يقرا الزلزلة دي يتريق ويطلع الجيم وياي. مصطفى
ولك لا
يبعد
يتريق
بس
لا
ما يفتح
يتريق
بلاي.
يروح يزوع هناك.
لا بالثمانية دي يتريق. انا بالثمانية اكلت. بالعشرة ونص نطلع.
عبالي تتريق وتطلع نفسها. قلت
لا
خليني انت قاعد تزوع.
بنص التمرين بعد.
تلعب مادس.
That has nothing to do with me. I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
ده تامر جاء من الحرب لأن استجوبهم لأنه جايبين مخدرات فيهم. يبيعوا للبشر مورفين بكميات هواية ويبيعوا للبشر.
You know that Eddie McGold recently came into money and bought a nightclub? You didn't know that some mobsters pulled his brains out.
بعد بلغ ابو الجروب. ماكو جاي يقول لي روح نبلغ الشعب على مود يسجلون. قلت نبلغ ابو الجروب. من هذا النظام مالنا بولون. حس نظام بالحياة. نظام ربما نسوي منه غير 10%. يا ريت نطبق حديث. يا ريت نطبق. اي قلت لك ماخذين مني 10% بس. نظام مال السياحات بس. تدري انا السنة الواحدة اقدر اخلصها بنفسي اذا اخذ مكتف. يعني من شو اسمه هو شنو دوم؟ ادري اقول لك شو اسمه النظام مالنا احنا نشتغل على الساعات. اللي هو النظام الاوروبي. يعني صار متى ما تدرس 5 سنوات تدرسها 4. اي اقدر. جاي اقول لك ما 5 6 وما درست وما ارسل. اي هو يقدر يسوي شيء. النظام جدا يستخدم تعبان ويعتمد على الساعات.
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over.
اقول له يقدر يسمونه. اقدر اسوي هذا الدوامات بدل 5 4 سنوات اخذ محاضرات بشكل اكثر. يعني بدل ما اخذ مثلا المحاضرة 7 ساعات اقدر اخذ 14 ساعة بيوم واحد. واخلصها بشكل اكثر من الوقت العادي.
زين سؤال ليش ما تسويها؟ مو تضمن سنة كاملة؟
ما نقدر. احنا جامعتنا بسنتين تعزل دوامك يخلص مو مثل الأوروبية أنت ما تحب مفتوحة.
والله يمكن أحلى شيء.
اي شوف احنا ماخذين جزء منه. نظام بولوني نظام عالم الأوروبي تجرب حلو.
يعني أنا أكثر شيء أريد إنه اسمه أريد أخلص بسرعة بهالمعنى.
إي يا أخي حلو يعني
هسه ولا بعدين والله تربح اسمه.
إي يعني هسه لو أي صحيح هسه لو النظام جاي يشتغلونه بشكل مضبوط يعني مثل ما جاي يشتغلونه هم هناك. الجامعة تبقى مفتوحة محاضرات موجودة الأساتذة موجودين.
كلنا في الأساتذة الجامعيين ترى.
اي شنو والله عندي على وقت مهندس.
في المحاضرة الثانية صوتك بالعكس.
وزارة تعبانة. ب 12. اي
ايوه بتفرج لك فيلم.
والله ماخذ هذا صاحبنا قاعد يتنك فينا.
والله شفت اخير ويلي. اقول لك صدق قاعد تقرا حقوق انسان بشده او يجي امور جرائم حزب البعث.
هي معاه ولك ليش ما جانا الاستاذ؟ الاستاذ ليش ما جاء؟
والله احسن
ما نعرف شلون قال. العام شو اسمه نفسه هو نفس اللي اخذنا حقوق العام. اجى محاضره واحده وراء المحاضره اللي وراها امتحان. السنه الظاهر راح يسوي نفس الشيء محاضره واحده والمحاضره اللي وراها امتحان.
ولك نعم احمد ولك احمد صوت
اي بالجامعه
بالجامعه
محاضره كامله مو موجوده لازم يسوي
عادي عادي انت لازم تنتظر هيك.
لو شنو المحاضره
مع من الحرم الجامعي اضرب لي اكل.
ضاع المحاضرة مختبر، والمختبر يطول 4 ساعات من 8 ل 12. يعني لو محاضرة نظري كانت طاولة ساعتين.
زي مختبر
يا
سجن.
هي
وين ادري
هذا
حاسوب
صور
شلون تشتغل عادي.
صور احمد ولو
يا
تقدرني بس خلينا نص
يحيى
صوتك. او علي
راح
صوت
تجيب
زلزلة.
معي فلوس اشتري ديترويت.
شنو زلزلة؟
وياك هسه مو ماخذين.
راح تجيب معي فلوس اشتري ديترويت.
لا
يا اخي
مو مصطفى ما
ثبت شوي. والله
يبا
اشترك
احمد صوتك
شهري. اشتراك شهري ب 24,000.
عبد الله ما ادري انا رايد القرص.
كيفك؟ بس تجيب القرص واقراه يا اخي، بس تاكد عربي متاكد 100%.
ايه اوكي تجي وياي غير؟
اي وياك.
ايه مو مشكلة.
احمد بس احكي عن المختبر.
ناخذ شلون يشتغل على الحاسب.
ليش انتم ما مجربين على الحاسبة؟ يعني تحتاج 4 ساعات.
والله ما ادري. اسولهم قال لهم عندنا محاضرة.
شنو هاي الضربة؟
عرض
جيب سلاح.
وين المختبر؟ وين المحاضرة؟
ابوي جاي تروفي طلع امير جاونا بارتي.
هاي
هلا امير.
شو ما رايح؟ لو تهتمون بي كان قلت لي ليش ما رايح المطبعة؟ ليش ما رايح المطبعة؟ ليش مريض؟ زين هم يقطعون اسبوعين منك لو لا خطيه انت. عادي معود هو تنحصل 200,000 باليوم بس لك طلعاتك يا نعم. احمد
بالحرم الجامعي
صفت جنس ناعم. هذا صوت راح تتعلم عليه.
فوق خل اطلع انا. راح اعطي محاضرة بقى.
الله
جيت محتاج نظرة.
No.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brent
تتبقى القرص بالبلاي.
I have a human interest story.
او تدوس عليه.
Involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has led his beautiful wife and kids.
اقول لك يا هي انا هسه مو صاير شابتر 4 وجبت ابنهم بدا يحتفلون. اريد العب معاهم ماكو لو تطلعي ولا تختفي.
And his commitment to the public, we all serve.
ايش تسوي هذا؟
Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
ما اعرف بس بسرعة. ايش تصير؟ اويلي والله الاحداث جاي تكبر بهاللعبة. هذا الجواد غدر بيه.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
لا.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
والله أريد قلت لك.
We're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and waiting for someone to crack.
وجلل شي خلص الليل. يا ماكو هوتيل.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
ابويا يا خسرنا.
Getting close and steer him off the tar. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. It's no good. We need to get closer. Getting close and steer him off the tar. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. What the heck, fire? LAPD, put your hands in the air.
مصطفى اللعبة قاعد تحلى يا راد تلعبها.
وينكم مصطفى؟
بالبث.
اي بلي بوتشو.
لا إله إلا الله. لك والله اللعبة من البداية حلوة، أنت زبالة لا مجربها ولا شيء. بس يعني حاليا اللعبة من التوب 10 بالنسبة لي. الألعاب خايس.
Throw out the
هاي تقدر تفصل بيها كلش تقدر يعني بس تحقيق تحاول وبيها هيك شوية والله كلش حلوة فكرتها. هاي شنو هاي؟
Tell Courtney.
اي
Bad luck. It was worth a try.
شنو يعني مثل هيديز؟
Polar Bear
دكتور.
Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
قوم.
أقم به يا قادة أقم به يا قادة أقم بال.
Any ideas?
Your other dead war buddy. You check his pockets, too?
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him. Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
هذا ما غلطان نهاية المرحلة.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
بالجرايد كان هذا المكان.
There, line them up. All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him. Find some cover.
استنى يا رجال.
Stay in cover.
لا وين انت تصحى؟ عارف تستاهل. لا مش تطلع من البارتي ما ادري ايش فيك. اي الصورة دزيت ايش بيك ما تبقى بالبارتي؟
لو عاود البارحة خسران الريال تريد يجيك البارتي سموكن بابي.
صاحبكم والله اللي تشجعون.
يقول لك فريقك صاحبك ما له علاقة بالطوة بس يريد يستفزك.
عمي خرع على التشجيع كله. اضيع
والله
حياتي. اضيع حياتي وعقليتي عم اشجع. لا انا كلاعب طابة احب الطابة بس تشجيع ترى كلش غباء. والله هذا يحكي واحد هل كبر بطنه.
Can you drive to this
لا
one?
ما اسمح لك، هي واحد رشاقة واحد بغداد، انت جاي هنا.
يا ضوجنا.
لا والله كنت قبل كلش اضوج، بس شو هسه يعني. والله ذاك الموسم فزنا عليهم 3 وفزنا عليهم 4-0 و4-1. وشنو قلنا نفسك يا عيني؟
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap,
يا عيني بتحملها والله.
No buts.
هسه دا تشوفني دا قولطهم مطنقر مبوم، مش دا تشوفني وتقول لي قاعد العب ردد.
I want to make homicide.
لا والله بس يعني وما هقول لك اي شيء، بس اقول لك اسمك مبابي، بس هذا اللي حقول. لك عمي ماكو هيجي لاعب من بالتسلل يسجلها، من ماكو تسلل واسهل من التسلل يعني ماكو هيجي لاعب والله.
والله خلنا نستمع.
لاعب بس صارت بال10. انا 10 ولا
يا عودة تخوفنا الزلزلة بعدني.
شنو يحيى بربك تتاخر يحيى. يابا هم جيم يابا من تشوف ثاني يحيى نطلع يعني جيم يحيى. وما نريد نتاخر، ترى امي موصتني على مسواق وكذا، وامي لازم تطلع من البيت بالثنتين عندها عياده، فيعني لازم همين نستعجل بالسالفه. عندنا كارديو وعندنا رجل وعندنا رجع مشي وعندنا ديترويت.
اسكت
يحيى لا طول يحيى بشتر امك
ابوي اسكت حكى. مو على زلزلة صح غير واحد شيء.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
شيله وارجع داخله، طلع وارجع داخله.
Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
ما اعرف.
Oh.
طلع قرص.
شيل ماشي هي.
Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're lying, Courtney.
عادي.
The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like
عادي
this.
عادي.
You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
اقول لك هو يفرق تخلي اللي يعني السيدي بمكان معين، يعني الشكل مال القرص وين يعني يكون؟ عالجهة السمينة لو عالجهة الضعيفة؟ لا منيمة. اوكي يعني عالجهة الضعيفة. بس انا اعتقد مرة احنا بنكست ليفل كانت بالعكس، يعني صورة تصير على القرص على الهارد مو على اقراص قارة.
So you had opportunity.
لا ما عليه، هي قلبي او مو قلبي، هي تكون الصورة على الشكل مال قارة الاقراص. هو ما يهم بس يعني. هم صحيح، هم شوية تفكر انت يا امير طبعا. اي والله شيء ما تعرف تدخل.
Bad luck. It was worth a
try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs.
يلا ترى انا راح اطلع يحيى.
اوكي.
مو تتاخر.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
طردوني.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
What the fuck خلصت؟ مقدرات